This week on Reuben's Indian Kitchen, we have a very special guest, a very sweet guest, and you're going to catch my drift here in just a second. We got Cory Powell from Make'm Bake'm, guys.
Hey.
We're going to be making what, Cory?
We're making Kulfi cheesecake.
Kulfi cheesecake. So
Yes.
we were talking about this before. Kulfi is an Indian ice cream base. So it's pretty much made by reducing milk. And you don't use an ice cream machine. You freeze it. You reduce the milk and then you freeze it like as is.
Exactly.
And there's no eggs. There's no cream in it. It's just milk reduced with all these flavorings. So what is the first thing we need for this?
So the first thing we need to do is get the milk reducing, because that's going to take the longest. So we can get that right on the pot right here.
So we're going to put that right in here.
Get that going.
All right.
So we're just going to reduce that to about half.
Reduce it by half.
And then the next thing we do, the Mawa, right?
Yeah, Mawa.
Mawa. We got to get the Mawa going, which is basically just milk powder, heavy cream, and milk.
I got the milk right here, right behind you.
Mixed together.
My favorite, milk powder.
Oh,
you guys know I like milk powder on this show. We've used it so much. We use it in cookies. We use it in the chai that I made a couple weeks ago.
Let's get all that cream in there. That's flavor right there.
Oh yeah, fat is flavor. We were just talking about that too.
Okay. So we're going to reduce this down as well. Want to make sure it's all mixed together, no lumps. Cook this until thick and it's pulling away from the sides.
Okay, so it's almost going to be like a...
almost like a pastry cream.
Yeah,
like
so
a milk-flavored
away.
pastry cream. Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah. So we're going to get that going. So this is probably going to take a while. Now, once this is on, we can let this go and we're going to get started on our cheesecake batter.
Cheesecake batter.
Okay.
So guys, Cory is no stranger to TV. Just like our friend Chef Robbie Jester, he was also featured on a cooking show.
Yes, Crime Scene Kitchen, Season 1.
So I have to be honest, I didn't watch it at all.
That's okay.
Mostly because I was working a lot.
You can catch it on Hulu. They got the reruns on there.
All right,
I didn't win, so you know.
Well, so what was the concept of that show?
So basically, we went into a kitchen, me and a partner, and we had to look around the kitchen, look for different clues, different stains, and use those clues to figure out what was actually made.
Oh, okay.
And then we had to recreate that. So that was the premise of the show.
Nice. That sounds hard.
Nah, it wasn't that bad.
Wasn't that as hard as you would think?
Nah, not really. But obviously we didn't win, so obviously I guess we didn't do that good, you know. But we here though. So we got our cream cheese. We're gonna get that cream in.
Always soften.
Sugar.
Right here?
Oh, yeah, right in front of me.
So you use cornstarch, which I thought was pretty interesting. It just helps tighten up the cheesecake.
Yeah. It keeps it firm. Keeps it from like slooshing down once it's done baked. Some people use gelatin, but I don't really like the consistency of the cheesecake once it's, you know, when gelatin is used. So cornstarch is the next best thing for me.
It also keeps it vegetarian, kind of, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
So
get that going.
you see we're rocking the shirts too. This is his company.
Oh yeah, Make'm Bake'm Cheesecakes. Make'mBake'm.com.
You can follow him. You guys got to see these beautiful pictures.
Yes, sir.
These beautiful cheesecakes. Nice.
Coming straight out of Philadelphia.
Straight out of Philly.
Okay. So you want to make sure you scrape your sides because you don't want no lumps in this. You want a smooth batter. And the key to making a good cheesecake, you want all your ingredients at room temperature.
Okay, all of them.
All of them. Eggs, cream, and sugar.
Even sugar.
Yeah. You don't want cold sugar. So once that's cream, we're going to add our sugar and cornstarch. Get that thing going. Yeah, let's keep that.
Oh, it's definitely starting to get a little bit thicker. I can feel it.
Yeah. Get that going. You want to scrape down your sides ever so often.
I feel like some people are scared of making cheesecake.
I mean, it's a complicated thing. It can be, you know, if you can not bake it all the way through. So when it comes out, it's just going to collapse. You can overbake it where it becomes too dry. So you want to find that sweet spot right in the middle where it's just right, where it's nice and creamy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Basque cheesecake thing? That was huge a couple years ago.
Yeah, the Boss Burnt cheesecake.
Yeah.
I've tried. I didn't perfect the recipe yet, but I'm still working on it. You know what I mean? Okay, let that thing mix.
Now, if you guys don't know about that cheesecake, it's a cheesecake that's baked without a water bath.
At a high temperature.
Yeah, and it's literally a burnt cheesecake. It's not like burnt, but like the outside gets really, really nice and like toasty, and it has a little bit of flour in it too.
Nice
so
little caramel flavor to it. Yeah. So once we're mixed up, we're going to add our eggs slowly. I like to do one egg at a time. How's that looking?
It's good. It's almost starting to bubble up. So I'm going to keep stirring it so it doesn't burn.
I'm going to let that go. Now, after about 3 eggs, I usually like to scrape the sides down just so everything doesn't clump up. So it's a lot of scraping here. Okay. Y'all got the nice mixer on set.
Yeah. You know, with that clear bowl, so you guys can see every little thing my man's doing over here. So why do you want this to pull away from the sides?
That's how you know it's thick enough.
Okay.
When it starts to come away from the sides, you know you're at the perfect thickness for this. So that's probably gonna take a little bit. Add the rest of your eggs.
So we have a couple other things over here. We got some cardamom.
Got some cardamom. We got a mixed nuts. We got pistachios, almonds, and cashews. Honestly, you can use whatever nut you want, but I feel that with Indian cuisine, there's a lot of pistachios used and cashews.
Yeah, 100%.
Trying to go with
cashews are probably my favorite nut of all time.
Yeah,
We're starting to pull away here.
Definitely nice and creamy.
I don't know if you guys can see that. You can definitely tell how thick it is right now.
Okay, and this is a real simple cheesecake batter as well, you know? Only a few ingredients. And the last thing we're gonna add is our heavy cream. So we'll go ahead and pour that right in.
And does this keep well? So if you wanted to make the cheesecake batter for Thanksgiving or something,
As far as what? As far as
just keeping the batter in your fridge, how does this batter hold?
I wouldn't keep the batter in the fridge for too long, maybe about a week. You want to get it baked. Now, when you bake it, it can keep for at least 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
In the fridge?
In the freezer.
In the freezer.
Yeah,
I'm
you
about
want
to
to
say.
freeze that thing, yeah. All right. Get all
It's definitely starting to darken up here too.
It's nice.
Oh man, I love the smell of that malted milk powder.
So our cheesecake is done. Quick, simple, and easy. And you see we got that nice smooth batter.
Yeah, do that one more time.
Yeah, look at that. Smooth batter, no lumps. That's what you want right there.
That's sexual right there.
All right. Give this a little mix. Put that to the side. We done. Yes. How's our milk reducing?
It's getting there.
It's going to take a while. Yeah, it's going to take a little while. Now with the milk, you can add, if you want to add flavoring to it, you can add saffron. You can add
that's
orange
pretty
zest.
traditional.
Anything to give it a little bit of flavor. See how that's looking.
It's starting to look like a nice caramel color now too.
That's getting there. That's getting there.
So at what point are you going to add the cardamom and all of that stuff over here? Once this reduces
it's funny.
by half?
So when this reduces, we add all the sugar and the cardamom at the end, which kind of surprised me because I thought you'd add it in the beginning. But hey,
Kulfi is a very it's really nostalgic for me. Getting we would go to the Indian store and get the big pink tub, and we would crush it. It's one of my favorite. I like the pistachio flavor personally.
Okay.
I mean, the regular one is great too, don't get me wrong, but the pistachio one for me, that's what we would use in the faluda that we made a few weeks ago, would be the pistachio, there you go.
Yeah, this is coming together nice.
Yep, and this is starting to come up to a boil.
So this is probably going to be the longest process besides baking.
Gotcha.
To making this coffee cheese, just reducing that milk. Up a little bit.
And that milk is just going to intensify. Now, I feel like you could probably use evaporated milk too if you really needed to.
Yeah, you can switch it up. You know what I mean? Whatever floats your boat, really.
Yeah, so I feel like if you happen to have some evaporated milk hanging around, I think you probably use the half amount of milk that you would normally use.
Exactly.
All right.
Oh, it's smelling real good.
Oh man, it's smelling great.
That malted milk powder.
Telling you, man, that malted milk powder is the secret. A lot of people don't realize it. You want me to give these just a quick rough chop over here?
Yes, please, please, please. Get a rough chop on the nuts. Have them things ready. This Mawa is actually almost done.
All right.
Yeah, it's looking good.
So it's going to pull away, right? It's definitely getting like super thick. And especially as it cools down, it's going to get like even thicker and thicker and
even
thicker. So this is going to reduce by half, and then you're going to add this to this.
Yep, we're going to mix the two together. That's simple. Who knew Kulfi ice cream was that?
I know, right?
Simple,
you can make it at home.
Super simple. You don't need an ice cream machine. Mix it, put it right in the freezer.
So can you talk about a little bit about your experience on the show a little bit?
Yeah. For me, the takeaway for me was just seeing how a show is put together.
Yes.
Just being there to see how the production is done, how everything is not shot in order. You know what I mean? Everything is shot out of order, and they just piece it together at the end. So it was cool to see how the process went. And also working with Joe McHale.
Yeah, how was that? Were they all pretty
Curtis
cool?
Stone, Yolanda. Oh man, everyone's super chill.
Yeah?
Super chill. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a great experience.
So tell me about your career. What led you to cheesecakes? Why cheesecakes?
For me, this was probably back in 2014. I took a little sabbatical. I went to Africa.
Okay.
You know what I mean? At the hotel I was staying at, there was a young chef there, and he was just explaining to me like, oh, you're from America. Things are much easier for you guys to, to actually open something up, start a restaurant. It's like it's a lot harder out here for us. And that when he said that to me, it's just like, damn, I need to stop wasting time and get on it. So I chose cheesecake because cheesecake really wasn't a popular thing at the time. It was more so cupcakes around that time. Everyone was doing cupcakes.
Everyone was doing cupcakes.
And I was trying to stay away from that. I was trying to be different. So I dove into cheesecakes, and then here we are now. Make'm Bake'm.
And you make a bunch of different flavors.
Oh yeah.
What's
I mean, for me, bro, cheesecake is like ice cream. You can have all the flavor ice creams out there can be a cheesecake flavor. So I take it that way, that route. Any flavor I want to come up with, I just think, what ice cream flavor can I turn into a cheesecake flavor?
So what are some of your favorite ones you've done?
Some of the favorite ones I have is a creme brulee, flan cheesecake.
Okay.
We do a sweet potato cheesecake.
All right.
Now the sweet potato cheesecake was a seasonal one, but it was so popular we had to put it on the regular menu.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. But we have flavors for days. We over here like Baskin Robbins, 36 flavors. I'm telling you, man. So this is done. Turn this off. I don't even want to get a shot of that.
Yep. Just hold it up there for a second.
See that? That nice color. Where we at?
Almost looks like a dulce de leche. Almost.
Yeah. That's flavor right there.
I'm gonna turn this down. We almost had a little spillover.
Yeah, we good. Get a little messy in the kitchen. So we'll take this, put it in a bowl, whatever.
So this is probably about like a third reduced right now.
Okay, we can go a little bit more. Let me get that spatula. We sharing utensils. It's all
yes,
good.
we are. It's just all milk. It's all milk.
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly. It's all going together. So this is the Mawa.
I'm gonna taste that too because that looks just super delicious. I kind of want to spread that on some bread or something.
You'll be surprised.
As a sauce.
It doesn't taste that good.
No.
To be honest, no. I taste it. It tastes
Well,
like.
let me be the judge.
Yeah,
of that.
go ahead. But it tastes
Let me
like
be the
nothing.
judge of that. It doesn't taste that good.
You would think it does. It looks kind of like caramel pudding
Yeah,
or
it
something.
does.
Nice consistency. Don't burn yourself. What you getting?
You're right. It is a little. He was right.
You gotta.
He was right.
You gotta mix everything together to get. Yeah.
It's a little intense.
Yeah.
It's a little intense on the milk flavor.
But that's just one component, though. Once we mix it together, it's gonna taste amazing.
It's a whole
gonna
thing. It's
taste
all about
amazing.
balance. I get it.
So by the magic of TV, we already have the Kulfi done.
This is what it looks like when it's gonna be done.
So to get that, you have to mix the Mawa with the Kulfi.
So you can see this one is a little bit yellow because he did add a couple of saffron strands to this one. Now saffron is going to add a really nice quality to this dish. I'm not going to lie.
Nice little aromatics.
Little nice, yeah, it's awesome.
So We add this to here.
Awesome. And you already have a batch of, we have to mix something else into something else now, right?
Yes. Now to get the cheesecake, Kulfi cheesecake, we'll mix the Kulfi ice cream base into the cheesecake.
So you just kind of fold it in?
You just pour that right in and just mix it on up.
I guess you really don't have to worry about over mixing this, huh? Because
Nah,
there's not really any flour.
it's all done. Yep. Nice. Still got that nice color.
So you're not worried about this being too thin or anything?
Nope. Because it's still going to bake nicely together.
So this already has all the nuts and everything in it? Or
No,
that's what you're going to add now?
Yep, we have the nuts right here. That's going to go in. You can add that.
And do you add that in the bottom of the pan? How do you do that?
No, we put it right into the mix.
All right.
Put that right in. Give it a little mix. Mm-hmm. Mix that on up.
All right. That is what this cheesecake batter looks like.
That's Kulfi cheesecake.
Kulfi cheesecake. It even has the color of Kulfi. Mm-hmm. Looks awesome.
So next step, we just got to get this thing in the oven.
So talk about these molds for a second too.
Yes, so we have
over here.
Yeah, okay.
I won't bite.
Turn this down. Okay, so we have some silicone molds here. Super versatile. You pretty much bake anything in them. They have a high baking point and they have a low freezing point, so they're going to be very durable, very expensive. So,
but it sounds like they're worth it.
Nah,
you can use them for a lot of
they're
things.
definitely worth it. They're definitely worth it. Do we have the?
Oh, you want a little pour guy?
Yeah, a little ladle or something.
I got you right here. It's not, we're actually right behind you.
Yeah, that'll work. Cool. So we got a little cup. Get that in here.
All right.
Try to keep it as clean as possible.
So you don't do any crust on your cheesecakes either?
Yes. Well, for Kulfi cheesecake, I don't use any crust
Okay.
just because once it's baked, the nuts are going to form on the bottom, and you're going to get that nice little.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
So,
gravity does all the work, huh? For the crust on this one?
Definitely. So we're going to fill these bad boys up.
So what are some of your favorite cheesecakes that you've done?
So some of the I have a creme brulee cheesecake that's really good. That's actually no, that's not crustless, but the flan cheesecake I do, that's a crustless cheesecake.
Okay.
We have a sweet potato cheesecake, very popular. It was on our seasonal menu, but it was so popular we had to put it on the regular menu.
That's always great, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's a good sign. It's a good sign.
Oh yeah.
So you first just started doing regular cheesecakes, I assumed.
No, I started when I came into this. I definitely wanted to have a variety of different flavors.
Okay.
I didn't want to just be a basic, cheesecake
Okay.
company. I want to have like crazy flavors, just to stand myself out, just to be different.
And do you just do cheesecakes, or do you do?
Oh no, we do other baked
say.
goods. We do sticky buns, we do coffee
All right.
cake, we got bundt cakes. You know what I mean? So we're well versatile. We're not just doing cheesecakes. We got a little bit of something for everybody here. Make'm Bake'm.
Make'm Bake'm. You can follow them on Instagram.
Follow me on Instagram, Make'm Bake'm. Follow me on Facebook, Make'm Bake'm. Follow me at Cash App, Make'm Bake'm. We here.
He's very active on Cash App.
Also, we will be now shipping.
Countrywide.
Country, yeah, I forgot the word.
That's
for it.
awesome.
Shipping. Damn, I forgot the word.
That's awesome. So if somebody's watching this and they're in, let's say, California,
Yep. You can go right to make'mbake'm.com, place your order, it'll get shipped right to you.
right to you. That's awesome. It's kind of like Gold Bell,
Exactly, but better.
but better. And it comes frozen. How does it come in?
It comes frozen. It definitely comes frozen. So you want to put that in the fridge once you get it. Let it defrost.
Then
A
it's
couple
done.
hours, you good to go. You feasting.
Holidays, all of that stuff. Birthdays.
Yep. Any occasion, we got you covered. So.
I like the silicone ones too, because you don't have to worry about adding any extra fat to them either.
Exactly.
And that's always kind of weird to me when you have to add all this extra fat. To
Yeah, it could take away from the flavor of the actual
Yeah,
product.
it can,
So.
especially when you have like crusts and stuff too. I guess it can definitely change the structure of that crust a little bit.
So once these are full,
It is crazy how much this actually looks like Kulfi. I cannot get over it.
I'm happy,
This
man.
is wild.
I did the right thing.
You did the right thing, man.
So, once these are filled, we got a preheated oven to 325 degrees. We're gonna get this baked for about, I say it take a little, maybe about 45 minutes. Check it. If
Well, we
it's
don't
a
have
slight
that long.
jiggle, it'll be done. We don't have that long.
We don't have that long, so what, you can't just wait here.
The next best thing, man, go open that fridge. Man.
Open the fridge?
What's in the fridge?
No. Look at
Once it's
these
baked,
babies.
Once it's cooled, once it's frozen, this is the final product. Kulfi cheesecake. Now you see how the nuts kind of form at the top.
I
It's
do.
A nice little. You might not even need a garnish for this, but if you want to garnish, you can garnish with some more nuts.
Some more nuts.
You know what I mean? A little bit of saffron, whatever you want to do. But this is the final product. This is
So let's
Kulfi
taste
cheesecake.
it. And then there's one other thing I want to show the guys after we
Okay.
taste it, though. Because you were nice enough to bring some extra things with it, yeah? And we can kind of show them what else you're working with.
All right, all right. Let's get this over here.
All right.
You want to do the honors? Let me know
do
if I
it.
got it, if I nailed it.
Oh, man. First of all, that texture.
Cool. Little bite.
You know what it actually reminds me of? It reminds me of this Indian dessert called peta. It is delicious. That is amazing. Might need to put this on the menu, bro.
It's good, right?
Then you put this
Not
on
too
the
bad.
menu.
Not too bad. I got all the flavors right.
You did. Now, you bought a little treat here for the staff,
Indeed, I did.
and I just want to show you off a little bit. You know, you're on here.
Right.
We might as well show you out. So I want you to explain everything that you're going to be pulling out from there.
Right. So I brought a little variety of some of the cheesecakes that we make over at Make'm Bake'm. Right here we got the sweet potato with
that's
the
the
toasted
one
marshmallows.
that-
Yeah, this is one we had to put on the menu full time, man. Seasonal wasn't a thing. People just kept hitting me up trying to get, you know. We got red velvet and we got flan. Take a look at that.
They are beautiful.
Right.
And you're based out of Philly, so it's also super local. If you
Yeah.
guys want to, support your local.
Definitely.
Your local baker?
Make'mBake'm.com. Anywhere in the US, we can ship to you.
And you can ship it to your family.
Exactly.
If you want to send a nice little gift, if someone is
keep that
missing
open.
home and they're from Philly, send them some cheesecakes from my man over here.
Yeah.
Follow him right here.
Yes,
It's going to
sir.
be great. These
Make'm
cheesecakes
Bake'm.
are awesome.
Thank you.
The recipe is going to be posted. You guys are going to love this cheesecake. It's so good. Thank you so much for coming on,
Thanks
Corey.
for having me. I really
This
appreciate
was so
it.
much fun. This
Hell
was
yeah.
delicious.
Yep.
I need you guys to try this.
My first Indian infused
Dude, you killed
cheesecake.
it.
And we might have to put it on the menu.
You might have to. You
Might
killed
have
it.
to do that.
That thing was great. Thank you guys for tuning in so much. We love you guys. Try this. Oh my goodness. And order his cheesecakes because these are crazy beautiful and super delicious. Do it. You're not going to be disappointed. You're not.